Hello, good morning, happy Monday. This is Devoted Heart Lauren with the Monday Awareness Upgrade. So, my theme offering for today and for this week is around expanding your limits, which is relevant to the next in the series of yamas that we've been going through. So last week I talked about brahmacharya, I talked about indulgences and noticing when you're in the mode of creation versus the mode of destruction. And Aparigraha is the principle of non-grasping or non-attachment or letting go, could be translated as. So expanding your limits is related to that because if we are constantly letting go of a previous version of ourselves, of who we thought we were, who we might have been in the past, then we have the opportunity to grow into who we currently are and who we are becoming. So letting go isn't only about stuff, although that's a good start, right? Our stuff is literally the furnishings of a version of ourselves that no longer exists, right? So something that you bought or that you acquired or that you wore in the past is based on a version of you that existed in that moment that no longer fully exists. And so maybe some of those items are still relevant for the person that you are now, but maybe they're not. And oftentimes we carry with us a lot of additional stuff, literally stuff, physical stuff. So stuff is a good place to start, but then looking deeper at your identity, at what are the past iterations of who you were or who you thought you were that you are carrying forth into this moment and perpetuating because you're attached. So I had a revelation about this yesterday. I was practicing yoga. I was doing some stretching and I realized that I am a lot more flexible than I used to be. And because of that, I get to work with myself and my body in a way that I've never had the opportunity to. So what used to be hard for me, what used to be a stretch, is no longer the case. So I have to push myself, we could say farther, in a sense, in any particular stretch because I'm more flexible and I get to learn how to stretch that part of my body or work with that part of my body based on my body how it is now, not how I used to be or not how I perceive myself as someone who's inflexible. I've never been the most flexible person. Yoga, believe it or not, isn't about that. It's a practice. The physical practice of yoga can be about practicing flexibility and perhaps increasing flexibility. But ultimately, we want our body to be soft and malleable and well and able to do the things that we want to do. So wherever you are is perfect. We're working with your tightness, with your body, with whatever the limitations or the holdings are around your body so that you can feel well in your body. So even though I'm more flexible, right, being more flexible doesn't mean that you're not tight or tense, right? Your muscles can tighten even if their baseline length has increased. And I think this is a really beautiful and workable metaphor for our consciousness and our being in general, right? If you have expanded your limits and expanded your capacity in various ways, then you're not working with yourself from here anymore. You're working with yourself from here. Okay, and so there might be different ways you might need to utilize different tools in order to release tightness, in order to release stress, and in order to continue to create in the way that you want to create based on who you are now. Okay, so if the flexibility or the body stuff resonates for you, let me know, drop a comment. If the letting go of stuff thing resonates for you, let me know, drop a comment. And then I want us all to really tune into our identity. So who did you believe yourself to be in the past, in a previous version of you? And then how can you actually let go of that so you can expand to the next level, expand your limits, and continue to grow? So you're not inhibiting your growth by remaining attached or grasping onto something or someone who no longer fully exists. So for me, one that comes up pretty easily is around being shy. When I was a little kid, people I didn't know would tell me that I was shy or I was described as shy. And I think I really attached onto that identity and perpetuated it way longer than it needed to be. And sometimes I still feel shy, and I think we all do, and that's fine. But is that something that I really want to hold on to and perpetuate into the future, and then act in a way that a shy person would act, instead of meeting myself where I am now, where maybe to stretch, I need to go a little bit farther. The things that used to feel stretchy for me no longer feel stretchy. So I'd love to hear any example that's coming up for you. Who did you used to be, or who did you perceive yourself to be, or who did someone else perceive you to be? A lot of times, especially in our youth, we're told that we're a certain way. You're shy, you're pretty, you're smart. And even though like some of those labels we can consider good and some of them we consider not good, they all lead us to act in a certain way and perpetuate a certain identity that can have positive and negative effects on our capacity to grow and break through our own limits. So, welcome everyone who's joining live. Love to see you. Tomorrow is, actually I believe Wednesday morning officially is the new moon. Tonight I'm offering a new moon meditation at 8:45 p.m. I don't think anyone is currently signed up, and I don't think I've promoted it very much, so that makes sense. But if you're interested, please tune in. There's a link in my profile to sign up. And I want to mention that I'm going to be offering another version, if you've been following me since last summer, another version of the self-care, what's it called? Self-care Mindset and Mastery workshop. So tuning into your habits and how they do or do not serve you, and being able to fine tune and add habits that really support you to then be who you want to be. So I'm going to be offering that again at the end of this month, followed by a 2-week program related to self-care and practices. And then that's all leading up to my big 6-month program, the Live Your Yoga Transformation. So if you're interested in really diving deep into self-care, into meditation and spiritual practices, and living yoga, talk to me. So before we close, let's just drop in for a few minutes of meditation and breath awareness. So roll your shoulders. Let your eyes close. And let yourself be completely free of all the versions of yourself that exist in the past. So you are a completely new person in this moment. So all the things that you found challenging or you thought bad about yourself, as well as all the things that you identified as good, the versions of your identity that you kind of like. Oh, she's smart, she's pretty, she's successful. In addition to the negative stuff about the ways that you are. This person is unreliable. This person is picky. This person is difficult. Whatever it is. Let go of all of those labels, all of those descriptors that may have been used by someone else or by yourself. So you can write your own identity, you can write your own script. Right now, you're completely free. And so what are some words, what are some qualities of being that you're calling in for right now? And so any affirmations? For me, I noticed that I really like I am powerful. And recreating and creating myself and my power and my strength and my voice. And creating and recreating someone who is deeply kind and compassionate and who is well loved and connected in community and on the planet, and someone who is successful and abundant. And so just breathing in all of those qualities, all of those ways of being to expand your limits. And so meeting yourself exactly where you are now so that you can continue to expand into the next level. Let's bring hands to the heart. Exhale all the air. Inhale to fill up. Exhale to release. 2 more. Inhale, fill up. Release. Once again. And bowing your head gently to your heart. And let your eyes peek open to a new moment where you're expanding into the next version of yourself. You're expanding any preconceived limits to the next level, into the next moment. Thanks for joining, everybody. I hope to see you soon in one of the new moon events or the Live Your Yoga Transformation. There's a link to book a call with me if you'd like to chat about any of those offerings. And I'll see you soon. Happy Monday.